So, okay, that's cool. So I can legit manipulate 3 different ones at the same time. That's cool. So I don't have to create my own. Because we're working 3-dimensional. We're doing a multivariate analysis here. I'm going to explain what we're doing now. So, here's the idea I had the other day when I was streaming. I wanted to make like a... I wanted to make a graph in 3 different dimensions. Because people always go about difficulty. And I want to do it difficulty, impact, fun. Okay? Because these are the 2 things a lot of people like never talk about, impact and fun. Because it's like I feel like in difficulty graphs you're not conveying a lot of information. Like it's not giving enough information. So we're gonna work with this, and we're gonna try to do difficulty, impact, and fun. These are all gonna be VEL'KOZ mid lane matchups. So we're gonna try to get most of the VEL'KOZ mid lane matchups, and keep in mind this will be kind of in depth. Is going to explain you like what you're looking for. Some people are playing the game for fun and like they don't know if they want to pick the champion. Impact is extremely important. It's probably the most important, more than difficulty actually, especially for low elo. Because in solo queue, the way you climb is the more impact you have, the better it is for you. So you want to maximize your impact in the games. But what does that's a double-edged sword as well. Because the more impact you have, the more is on your shoulders, the bigger the burden you have. Okay. With great power comes great responsibility. So if you fuck up with a high impact champion, that means you suck. And you're hurting your team quite a lot. So yeah, certain matchups are going to be low impact. So like, let's say like Vlad, you're going to be pretty boring. You're not going to have as much impact as VEL'KOZ versus Vlad in a game. But it's going to be pretty easy. Like difficulty shouldn't be a big problem versus Vlad. Not very like mechanical. But the impact is horrible. You know? So that's what we're gonna try to... The more impactful the champion you play, the quicker you will reach your true elo. Yes, exactly. So if you're playing something like VEL'KOZ, VEL'KOZ in general has a less than average impact in games, which means you have to play more games than, let's say, with Irelia to reach your true elo as a VEL'KOZ main. Why does VEL'KOZ have low impact? You press R, you kill him. It's simple. What VEL'KOZ does is, what in solo queue you want early, late, okay? This is how you carry solo queue. Most of the games are won in super early, as the last one you saw. That's why you pick like shit. Such fascinating evolution. Can we not interrupt me? Fuck. I want to put this off in a YouTube. Okay. So in solo queue, you generally want to have early or late game power spike. Why I say this? Because early game, you clearly see a lot of games are won in like 5 minutes. People lose morale. They open, they rage quit, whatever. Boom, GG. Like morale is a huge factor in solo queue. So early game impact, J4, Kindred, Rek'Sai, all of that jungle bully like style is just insane for solo queue, especially low elo. Also, duo abuse falls into that. Now, late game is also pretty good for solo queue. Why? Because people are shit at closing out games in solo queue. They're very inconsistent. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So, in general, if you're playing stuff like that, that's like hyper carry late game. If you're like that, those are usually one-man army champs. Like for top lane, if you're playing, let's say, Jax, Irelia, Camille, Fiora, whatever, you're playing one-man army champs that if you're really good in late game, you can 1v5 the game. You go side lane, you kill them 1v3, you open up the map, GG. You know? So late game hyper carries are great. Early game power spikes are insane. So this is what you want in solo queue. Why VEL'KOZ has low of impact? Because he's a mid-game champ. VEL'KOZ spikes in mid-game. He doesn't have particularly strong early. You're not going to get a kill. You're not going to bully. You're not going to jump on people. Late game, when people build enough HP or resistances, you're not going to find really nice pick-offs. You're not going to pop off. VEL'KOZ damage scales off of his base damage, off of his levels quite a lot, so he doesn't scale off of items insanely. So when you get a full build, obviously you're gonna deal good damage, but you're not gonna hard carry a game in late game. People have so many tools in late game to avoid you and never get hit, you know, because they should be smarter than that. Mid game grouping stage is the VEL'KOZ shines, and mid game is the worst power spike you want to have in solo queue. But it's in turn to kind of to kind of counteract that, mid-game power spike is pretty solid for competitive. Because in competitive, most advantages are got through mid-game and rotations. And that's why VEL'KOZ is pretty solid in competitive, especially if you're running with Glacial, but he sucks in solo queue. So, okay, we got that out of the way. That's kind of why I'm making this, to show you why impact is very important. So, yeah, this should be pretty It should be interesting to see. I don't even know how I'll do this, but we're gonna learn as we go. Okay, so we wanna do 3 different graphs: difficulty, impact, fun. Fun factor I added just to be like a third dimension, and some people play the game simply for fun, and maybe they choose not to pick the certain matchup if they know they're gonna like not have fun in it. You know? So let's go. Let's start adding champs. Like we'll go alphabetically here and just add a bunch of mid laners. If you guys feel like I skipped a champion that can potentially be mid laner, you want to see it ranked, at like shout in chat, you know? Boy, there's so many to get through. Everything can be played mid lane these days. So yeah, maybe we skip some. So obviously S is the super high, D is the super low, B is mid tier. So let's say Ari, in terms of difficulty, she has slight advantage over you, but she's not like insta-win matchup. So I would say Ari falls into like A category. Because VEL'KOZ is a very passive mid laner, in terms of difficulty, like a lot of them are gonna fall to A or S. Because, you know, he just gets fucked. So Ari would fall into like A category, which is like above average in terms of difficulty. She has slight advantage over you, you have to kind of understand the matchup. Dude, do I go into fucking... I think we're never gonna finish this if I go into depth. I think we're just gonna like... I'll try to shorten my explanations and just put them in. Maybe I'll make like a cheat sheet eventually with a bunch of tips for every single matchup particularly. But if I go into every matchup how you should play it, how they want to play it, what you gotta do, I think this is gonna last for like fucking 4 years. Okay. Because yeah, so this is gonna be rough. I got 4 years. I'm cool with chilling. This is all gonna be biased, subjective, straight up from my opinion. I play in like top 1%, probably even more than that, ELO in like most of my time. So my opinion might differ from yours, because it does differentiate across ranks. Like certain champions have less impact or are less difficult depending on the skill of the player like you're playing against. So if you guys have different opinions, leave them in the comments of this video, and yeah, we can discuss that. But we are gonna differ in a lot of opinions. That's basically what I'm saying. In terms of our impact, I guess you can have impact, because it's true that she has slight advantage over you, but if you play the matchup correctly, it should be about mid-tier impact, I think. Because she just has the outrun potential, and if your team is slightly losing, you will have no impact. She can just like smurf all over them, you know? That being said, if you play it correctly and make her use ults defensively, she will always stay in mid lane. But in order to do that, you have to play well. So A in difficulty, B in impact. Fun. I'd say this matchup is pretty fun. There's a lot of shit to track, so I'd say it's A. I'd say it's pretty damn fun. Okay. There's this interesting mid laner. She is just horrendous. She's kind of horrendous. So you're gonna see a lot of the matchups go in difficulty SA. A lot of them in impact are gonna be like BC. So yeah, I guess the Kali your impact should even be lower, because she does all the things Ari does. She can roam, she can create prio, but she's just a little bit more aids, I think. And she's certainly not fun to play against, I would say. Because even if you predict her jumps, like, you rarely get rewarded by getting a kill. Like, you're really so slow, and even if you predict a jump, you rarely get a kill. Too much sustain, very annoying to deal with, yeah. So she's not fun. Okay, difficulty Anivia. Anivia is a matchup, she's not very difficult. There's few mechanics to get down, honestly. Not very difficult. I'm not sure if she goes B or C. I want to put her at B, but I have a feeling no one's gonna be at C. So maybe we just like zoom in. You know what I'm saying? We zoom in onto like B, A, and S, which are pretty close, and C is like cause I feel like C and D are gonna be empty. I feel like C is gonna be empty because Olivia is not very difficult. Impact versus Olivia is a bit average, I would say. You're both wave clear champs. You can just like, you can force each other to have low impact. When you go aggressive, she can interrupt you with a wall while you're ulting. So if she plays correctly, she shouldn't die, but you can kind of impact and roam. So I want to say B. Yeah, let's put her at C difficulty. Let's just spread it out a little bit. Okay, Aurelion had so many. Okay, let's go any, I guess. Any difficulty. I would put her at C. Or I would put her at D, actually. I would put any... Oh, wait. We didn't do fun on Olivia. Olivia is not particularly fun. Let's keep her at mid-range. Annie... This is gonna get filled up. What happens if you fill up this? Like... Whatever. Annie, I would definitely put D. But they did like some stupid things where they gave her like a spellbinder on her ability. Which is... I don't know. Like, might as well rework an entire champ if you're trying to like compensate it with that. You should beat her though. Outrange, if you just keep track of the stun, you should beat her. We put any there. Fill each other individually, or what? Or do we do it like cross? I think it's a little better like this because I'm more in the mindset of like I go into a matchup and I'm trying to imagine the matchup. Because I don't have like infinite data. I'm just doing this from my head. So yeah. She can flash on you and kill you easily. She shouldn't ever one-shot you. She should never one-shot you. Unless you're fucking it up, so. Any impact, you have pretty high impact against any. She can roam. That's why I'm putting her on A. She has pretty potent roam. With the movement speed, proto belt, spellbinder, garbage. So she can have a little bit of impact. Otherwise, I would put it on S. Your impact is good in this matchup. Is it fun? I'd say it's pretty damn fun. Yeah. Keep tracking of her stun, playing with her, high range. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're 4 down. We're kind of on pace. This might be a long ass fucking video. Okay. Azir. Difficulty. I'd say like Ahri. I'd say difficulty goes about Ahri. Is it impactful? Is it impactful? It's kind of equal. I would say he can interrupt you with the ult, he can dash away. Yeah, sounds about equal. Is it fun versus Azir? A bit less so, because of his annoying poke. But it's not unfun like fucking Akali. Right, Akali is potentially unfun completely. Yeah, I don't want to play against Akali ever. Yeah. I even banned her during one period, so fuck her. Okay, what next? Aurelion I want to put in, but like he has had so many changes. I don't even know what the fuck, like what is happening with this champion now. Let's put him mid tier. Difficulty is kind of alright. You can beat him, but he does out-roam you, so impact versus him is kind of low. I don't see that as a fun matchup at all. You want to do difficulty first? You want to do difficulty first? For everyone? We're gonna watch Voyboy's video soon. Does that mean Aurelion Sword has higher impact than VEL'KOZ or lower? Well, if you have low impact against him, there's a case where both can have low impact. Like against Vlad, let's say. You're playing versus Vlad, you're both gonna have low impact. He won't kill you unless you make a mistake. You won't kill him unless he makes 10 mistakes consecutively. So it's just boring for both. Both have generally low impact in certain matches. Aurelion quite depends on how well he does in current meta, but you directly against him shouldn't punish him if he's smart, because he's just gonna shove, sustain, E bot lane, like, or E back to lane with full corrupting, so impact is very low. We're not gonna do Brand, nobody fucking plays Brand anymore, I swear. We're gonna do Cassio. Cassio in difficulties. About C? Actually, if you're factoring only laning phase, it might even go D. Because there's not many D characters. So I'm just gonna like exaggerate when we go to D. Like I'm gonna exaggerate the advantages, the apparent advantages. Otherwise everyone would be like at C1 here. Like everyone would be at like C1. Not even full C, just C1. You know? So we're gonna put Cassio at quite easy. Cassio impact. Do you have impact versus Cassio? Yes, you do. But we're not gonna put S because it's not total domination. If Cassio survives, she can go side lane and outscale, and she's a really potent hyper carry late game. So if she does get the side lane, you're fucked without you having advantage. So she does still have a certain impact against you. And is it fun versus Cassio? In my opinion, it's really fun. It's actually S in fun, I would say. Can really make a tier list with early and late game champions mix. Well, you're asking me to add another fucking dimension. So I could do these three across those three dimensions, early, mid, late. That would be 9 fucking graphs. Okay. Okay? I'm not making 9 fucking tier lists. People make one and they're fucking done with it. I'm making a 3-dimensional tier list so it can give you a bit more insight if you cross-reference the matchups. I'm not going into 9 fucking tier lists, okay? Come on. I'm not gonna do Cho'Gath, extremely rare case. We're gonna do Corki. Corki in difficulty, not very difficult. You go exhaust, you're fine there. He should never kill you. In impact versus Corki, you do have decent impact. But against he can still roam. You have decent impact because you beat him early game. And on fun, he's not particularly fun, honestly, to play against. But yeah, let's put him at A. Oh boy, here comes Diana. Diana isn't very difficult. Like, the only way you lose to Diana is if you try to beat her. That just makes her very annoying. But you can just stay safe and you're both chilling. It's fucking boring. So she's definitely not fun. Female Twitch streamer tier list. Yeah, I know like 3. Yeah, Diana in difficulty is not very difficult, but I guess if you're trying to beat her, she is difficult. And she's getting a nerf. So in the spirit of the nerf incoming, I don't know what it is, we're gonna put her at A. Otherwise, in the current patch, she might fall into S. In terms of impact, you have pretty low impact against her. You shouldn't kill her ever. She gets tanky enough. She can just hard shove, rotate, go side lane, whatever. In terms of fun against Diana, hell no, she's annoying. Let's go Echo. Oh boy, Echo. Shit. Echo is disgusting. Echo should not exist, if you ask me. Echo and all Hextech items should be removed at the game. Like from the game at the exact same time. So yeah, Echo, please leave. You and your fucking proto belt. Take GLP and then Gunblade and Revolver with you. What do we do with Echo? What do we do with Echo? Again, you can like survive against him, but if you try to beat him, it's like it's impossible to beat him. It's actually impossible to beat him. So that kind of, that's why we go into multi dimensions, you know? Because how much impact can you have against Echo? There's no impact to be had. Okay? But is he extremely difficult? If you can survive, he's not extremely difficult if you play survive. If you try to beat him, he falls here. But if you're not trying to like hard beat him, he will just out roam you and out CC you and out sustain you and never die in the fucking game and go side lane eventually. So he's kind of difficult, but he's like Like, you have no impact against him. You have just no impact against him, and you have no fun against him. So yeah, Echo should not exist. Well, let's go next. I'm not putting Ezreal in here. Fizz difficulty. I'd say Fizz is an S in difficulty. You have to keep track of every single ability, especially when he builds Proto Belt. He's very, very difficult to outplay. You can do shortcuts like Zhonya's stopwatch to stop the ult. Doesn't really stop him from like roaming, getting advantage. He's horrible to deal with. Impact against him is quite low. Not as low as Echo though. And is it fun to play? Fucking hell no. Okay, I like this. We're getting into zone, and I feel like these are pretty accurate. These are pretty accurate, I would say. I think there's gonna be a nice tier list. Very, very, it's gonna be packed with information. I feel like this multi-varied analysis of mid matchups. So we just have to like crop them all after, put them in one picture. It's gonna convey a lot of information, like just this. I love it. I like this. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. What else do we got? We got Galio. Yikes. Is he difficult? No. He's not really difficult. Do you have impact against Galio? No, not really. Is it fun to play against Galio? No, not really. See? We got the pace. We got the pace. I like it. Who else? Heimer. Nobody fucking plays Heimer mid. Like, if you watch Rizzo and you see him play, I haven't seen a different Heimer in like such a long time. Do people play him in low velo? Low velo they play him. Ah, whatever. Okay, let's go into Heimer. Is he difficult? Not particularly. Do you have impact against him? Not really. He just fucking spams turret and doesn't use mana. You shouldn't kill him ever, because he gets movement speed around turrets. Is it fun to play? Not really. Okay, Irelia. Irelia difficulty is this. One of these two for sure. One of these two for sure difficulty. One stun, one ult, one-shots you. Okay, level 3 she 100 to 0s you through barrier. Level 6 she 100 to 0s you through anything. She just has to land stun or ult. So you basically have to predict most of her movements. I guess we can put her at this tier. Yeah, Irelia in terms of impact. Quite low impact, but not unbeatable. Is it fun? It's not horrible. Like, you can have some fun predicting the daggers. She's not like the... Actually... I'm trying to like imagine these matchups. Me playing these matchups and Irelia matchups. Which one do I have fun more? I guess I enjoy Irelia more than these three. But I don't enjoy Irelia more than... whatever, it's fine. We're gonna keep her there. Okay, we're making good work. Not doing all of these. J4, very situational. Jace, nobody plays Jace. Karma, I don't think anyone plays Karma. Kart's not a mid laner anymore. Okay, we get to the juicy stuff. Kassadin. Kassadin in terms of difficulty. I'd say S, yeah. Kassadin doesn't seem difficult early game, but the mistakes you make in this early game are so big. Like, you missing one auto attack on Kassadin is gonna come back to bite your ass later on so fucking hard, okay? So whatever you do in early game is amplified like 3 times versus Kassadin. And that's why I'm putting it at this difficulty. Like Akali, even though he doesn't bully you like Akali early, he's extremely difficult to deal with. So you gotta play smart. Nobody plays Cho'Gath, dude. Come on. Yeah, so Kassadin, very difficult just for that exact reason. In terms of impact versus him, you have little to no impact later on. You have little to no impact later on. You can't beat him early, so I wouldn't say like no impact like Echo. Let's put him here. This is gonna be like, yeah, this is what I told you. VEL'KOZ low impact. Most of the mid matchups are gonna fall here. I wish we had like C1, C2. Yeah, this is gonna go on YouTube. And are you gonna have fun versus Kassadin for first 1 minute, then never again. Okay. Katarina, count daggers. Difficulty, I'd say an S for the kind of same reason as Kassadin. It's inevitable that she gets fed off of your fucking teammates. It's actually inevitable. So once she gets Gunblade, it's impossible to play against her. Again, Gunblade, Hextech items, Echo, get out of my game. So yeah, Katarina, we're gonna put her at S difficulty. In terms of impact, you can have impact early, for sure. If you perfectly control the waves, prevent her from roaming, and not die at the same time, which is horrendously difficult, she would fall into this category. But she's just so potent. One play is gonna set her off to destroy the entire game. And she can always roam, so your impact is not equal to her. She definitely has a bit more than you. And is Katarina fun? I'd say she's kind of fun. Unless she gets Gunblade. So we'll put her at mid-tier. Because it's fun to count daggers, predict jumps, play like some smart stuff. So it can be fun. But if she gets Gunblade, it's like you're not playing. So yeah, it's gonna be mixed up here. Obviously, a lot of these can go like one step up or down. But yeah. Here comes LeBlanc, S difficulty, for obvious fucking reasons. She never dies to a gank, and she can set up junglers like insanely. Do you have impact against her? Very fucking minimal. Do you have fun against her? I guess alright fun. She's not like unplayable. Actually, you don't really have fun. You don't have fun against her. No, you don't. There's no fun to be had. Okay. Next one. Lissandra. She's not difficult. Lissandra is definitely not difficult. She might even fall here, but then again, people play her with Aftershock and just never die and play off of ganks. What do we got? Impact versus Lissandra. You can definitely have impact versus Lissandra if you play it correctly. Can you have fun against Lissandra? She's mid-tier in terms of fun. Because, again, Aftershock teleport. What else? Lux. Does anyone play Lux anymore? Is she prevalent in low elo? Because I never see her. I literally never see Lux anymore. I don't know if people play her in low elo. Yeah? Okay. I guess we're gonna go into it then. Yeah, I guess a lot of e-girls love her. So we're gonna do Lux then. Is she difficult? Not really. She's not insta-win, but she's not very difficult. Do you have impact against Lux? Yes. You're not gonna... The game... Like, I don't think we're gonna have a single S tier on terms of impact. Like Alistar, yeah. You have infinite impact against Alistar. Actually, we'll outroam you. Never mind. Yeah. You have impact against Lux, for sure. Is she fun? Is she fun? Yeah, I think she's fun to play against. She might even be like here. I'm kind of debating demoting her just because her E is so bullshit and hard to dodge. And she has so many pay-to-win skins that are annoying and you have to memorize all the fucking animations and particle effects. Yeah, we're gonna take her a step down. She's not very fun. She's not fun because of that reason. What about Jace mid? Do people play Jace mid that much? I like Jace, but... I like him as a mid laner, but not many people play him. Let's go Malzahar. Malzahar in terms of difficulty, not really. Care for Flash, R, you're good. Impact versus Malzahar. Where the fuck is he? He's quite boring, but he can have impact. He shouldn't really outroam me because he doesn't manage his mana very well. So it's about equal impact. Depends on his ults, depends on your control of the waves. Is Malzahar fun? Yeah. Yeah, not... Don't quite enjoy this matchup. But let's put him there. He's not so unfun that you can't do anything about it, like these guys. He's a bit mid-tier. okay. I'm trying to skip like the mid laners nobody fucking plays. They're picked like once every 500 games. So in the interest of keeping time, I don't want this to be like a 40 fucking minute YouTube video. It very well might be though. I apologize in advance. So you guys want me to add Lucian? Yeah, Lucian can be a lane bully and people like playing him. Where the fuck is he? Did I skip him? Yeah. Lucian in terms of difficulty, he's about an A. Because if you can bait out his E, you can kind of play against him. He's not like unwinnable. That has like double the jump, infinite the jump, million the jump. You know, like Lucian has only one limited jump. If you keep track of it, you can play around it. So he's a lane bully.
Another entity of value.
He's a lane bully, so we put him there. Esfira Kente. Bom dia. What the fuck, dude? I'm getting a Brazilian army over here. Welcome to the Squid Squad. Thank you for Twitch Prime. It really means a lot, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're working on VEL'KOZ matchups. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Welcome. You're one of us. Do you have impact against Lucian? I guess you don't have impact only early game, but you definitely have impact. He's not going to out-roam you early, so if you survive early, you do have like quite the impact. So I would say you have impact against Lucian. You have impact against Lucian, that's for sure. So it all depends on you. Like if you play this matchup correctly, you definitely outscale him later on. And is Lucian fun to play against? He's a bully, so not particularly. But then again, is he here or here? I'd probably say here. I'm kind of exaggerating. Otherwise, I fill the D up. Everyone would be D. So minimizing the differences. I think next one is Orianna. Yeah. Nico? Do we do Nico? Okay, let's do Nico mid lane. Is Nico difficult? No. She's definitely not difficult. I might even put her here actually. She's not very difficult. Do you have impact against her? Yeah. You can definitely control waves and not permit her to shove. You have impact against her. And she doesn't roam. You can even kill her. Is she fun to play against? Yeah, generally she is fun. So you guys want Nocturne? God, Nocturne is boring. I don't even know. Nocturne is so weird. He's so weird for this graph, I think, because he varies so much, like case-to-case basis. Because it all depends if he pulls off his first roam, I swear. So like however I answer is gonna be wrong. We're not gonna do Morgana. We're gonna do Orianna next. Orianna difficult. She has slight advantage over you. Just a slight advantage over you, but you outskill her, so it kind of evens out. In difficulty, I would say B. In terms of impact against Orianna, you definitely have impact. It's one of my... It's good matchup. I enjoy playing against her. And is she fun? Yes, she is. Keep track of the shockwave. She can cancel you, but you can outplay it, predict it. It's pretty smart. If she pulls the bull towards her, you can combo. It's very smart, eloquent matchup. I definitely like it. Malphite, fuck that shit. Maokai, no. Wukong is getting a nerf, so I kind of don't want to go into it. Otherwise, I'd put him at a cancer list. He's getting a nerf, though. Mordekaiser, not a mid laner. Nobody plays a mid. Wait, why am I here? Never mind. What am I doing? Pantheon. I think I went up. Okay, we're doing Pantheon. Is Pantheon difficult? Yeah. Pantheon is difficult. You have to bait out his like shield quite nicely. You gotta predict him. Otherwise you will never get the kill. Do you have impact? He shouldn't die ever to you if he's smart, and he will outroam you. So do you have impact against him? Not really. Is he fun to play against? I wouldn't say so. Pikers. Pike difficulty is A. He's not like this cancer tier in difficulty. Because there are certain predictions. Although he gets very annoying because like his W and E are still the same abilities like since release, which is so stupid. I talk about this quite a lot. W and E, both abilities can be used both aggressively and defensively, okay? So if you think about it, he has 2 defensive, 2 aggressive abilities. What that means is he can try one. If he fails, fix it with a second one. Like, let me give you an example. Pike uses W, stealths near you, starts channeling Q. He misses Q, goes E out. 0 risk. If he hooks you, you die. 0 risk. He goes in with his E to Q you. He misses the Q, he W's away. See what I mean? He can invert both of his abilities to be aggressive and defensive. And it's so fucking stupid. And that should have been changed like since release. It just makes no sense. But I'm not gonna put him absolute huge difficulty. Do you have impact against him? Yeah, but he can out-roam you. Is he fun? Not really. Okay, so we've dealt with Pike. We are about here. Rise is next. Wait. Rise is next. In difficulty, he's not very difficult. Rise is not very difficult, but he's not a free matchup because he can go to side lane again. We're gonna do Rumble, I guess I skipped him. Rise impact. You definitely have impact against Rise. And is Rise fun? Yeah, I think so. Rumble. Oh boy. Rumble difficulty. Not very difficult, but boring. Difficult to kill, I guess. Do you have impact against Rumble? I guess B impact. Not quite, but you can have impact. Because you're playing the same role. You're both playing for team fights and you have slightly better wave control. And is playing against Rumble fun? I don't think so. You just spam shield, disgusting. And you can oftentimes win the games just by pressing R. Next, we are going Swain. Fuck you, you're not a mid laner. Let's go Silas. Is Silas difficult? He's definitely either S or A. I'd put him at A. He's not horribly difficult. Where are you? Do you have impact against Silas? Yeah. I guess mid-tier impact. Because you outrange him. And is it fun to play against Silas? Yeah, especially when he heals. You feel so much fun in your body. Okay, we're done with that. We're going to Syndra. Syndra is a nice skill matchup. She has good advantage early. You kind of have minute advantage later on, but she has pretty solid early advantage. We're going to put her to A tier. Can you impact the games versus Syndra? Of course. You have pretty decent impact. Because if you play the lane correctly, she will not kill you, she will not out-roam you, she will not out-wave control you. So you have good impact there. It's a lot is in your hands. She's not gonna roam and get free kills off of your shit teammates, you know? And is it fun to play against Syndra? I definitely think so. Because it's all about the stun. Very fun. Okay, we're going next after Syndra. What do we got? TF. TF is not difficult. For sure, he's not difficult. What's the impact? Yeah, with the current build, you don't have much impact versus TF. He will play to out-roam you. You play to kill him, he plays to out-roam, but we'll put him at mid-tier impact. Is he fun? He's kind of like a... TF is like a mid-tier on all sides, I would say. Wait, did I skip Talon? Nobody plays Talia mid lane anymore. Haven't seen it this entire season. Talon, difficulty. A lot of people say Talon is so fucking difficult. Am I skipping? Then shut the fuck up, chat. Why are you spamming champions that are at the bottom of the list? We're gonna get there, okay? Everyone thinks Talon is extremely difficult. I beg to differ. Talon is not very difficult. You don't have enormous amount of impact against him because he's Talon, and there's just a randomness factor that he's just gonna roam and get fed off of your teammates. So you don't have insane amount of impact versus him, but he's not very difficult, and you can definitely beat him. Okay, you should never die to him if you pay attention to level 2, 3, 6 power spike cheese, one shot. And if you don't die at those, you will never die. That being said, you don't have much impact, because even if you beat him in lane, he just roams, picks up a double, and he one-shots you then. Is he fun to play against? He is in a 1v1. When your teammates suck, he's not. So let's put him in mid tier. Here comes Veigar. Veigar difficulty is D. Not very difficult. He poses no threat against you. You're good against that. Do you have impact against Veigar? Veigar might be, I thought about this, he might be the only champion where you have S tier against him. Because if you play early flawlessly, like before he gets to impact the game, you will out-impact him quite a lot. So I think he might be the only champ that goes there. Is it fun to play against him? Yeah, for sure. For sure he's fun. So yeah, Veigar is a pioneer of the S rank in terms of impact. VEL'KOZ, do we do mirror matchup? That's fucking pointless. We're not gonna go into a mirror matchup, who cares? Victor, difficulty A. You gotta keep track of a lot of things. Do you have impact? Not insane impact versus Victor. Not really huge impact. Even if you beat him, which you shouldn't, he can still wave clear and he's very impactful as well. Just like you. And is it fun to play against? Not particularly. Vlad, oh boy, Vlad difficulty. He's not difficult. He's not difficult to play against. But, do you have impact against Vlad? Do you have impact against Vlad? Hell fucking no. He's boring. Why is Echo alone here? We might have to revamp this shit. We have too many in C. I might just split them up in like 1% fucking differences. Just to over-exaggerate it so we can kind of spread it out to create a bit of layering, you know? And is it fun to play against Vlad? Hell no. Absolutely boring. I don't think it's fun for Vlad as well. Xerath, he beats VEL'KOZ. I don't think he falls into like category of difficulty with Syndra, Silas. I think he's harder than that. In proper hands. He's definitely harder than that. So I think Xerath goes to S tier. Because he does beat you at every stage of the game. He outranges you and he's more direct in his approach. That being said, if you play correctly, you do have impact against him. Because you're basically a similar champ. And is it fun to play? Yeah. He is fun to play. It's fun to play. It's a very genuine matchup. What else do we got? Yasuo, oh baby. Yasuo difficulty falls to S. Because there's a lot of mind games and predictions. You gotta keep popping his shield in order to deal damage. You gotta keep baiting his wind wall, playing around the wind wall, predicting the dash is horribly difficult. Do you have impact versus Yasuo? Very minimal impact. Yeah, Yasuo will never let you play the game if he's clever. Is it fun? Completely unfun. Now, a lot of people in chat are gonna say, I stomped Yasuo, I had so much fun. Keep in mind, I'm coming from a perspective of like top 1%, like 99 percentile players. Like, what that means is better than 99% of ELOs. And that means 99% of people in this watching this are probably gonna have lower elo. And you guys will have totally different experience because Yasuo's in low elo suck dick. They beat themselves basically. They lose to the turret and minions, not you. Yeah. Zed matchup. Is Zed difficult? He has advantage over you early, but if you play correctly, like he shouldn't be. So he's not like super difficult. But oh wait, this is fun. Never mind. This is fun factor versus Zed. Let's put him up. Sorry about that. I kind of fucked it up. We put Zed on B difficulty. Do you have impact versus Zed? Yes, you do. If you don't die, he becomes fucking useless. And yeah, you're stronger in teamfights later on. So you do have impact. And he's fun to play against. Ziggs. Is Ziggs difficult? No. Do you have a whole lot of impact versus Ziggs? No. Ziggs will do Ziggs things, whether you kill him or not, and you will hardly kill him. It doesn't require you to cooperate. Is Ziggs fun? I'd say so, yeah. Whew, man, this tier list. Okay, what else do we got? What else do we got? We're finishing it. Zilean, oh my god. I'm gonna put in Zilean just because I can put him on super boring one. Is he difficult to play against? No. Do you have any impact? No. Is he fun? No. Yeah. Fuck you, Zilean. Okay, Zoe. Oh my god. Zoe is quite difficult. Zoe is not... In a pure 1v1, you're gonna do alright versus Zoe, okay? You shouldn't ever die to Zoe 1v1. But Zoe is so dependent like on jungle matchups that if she gets slightly ahead in the terms of map prio, you won't play because you're afraid of one singular bubble that ruins your entire life. So yeah, I'm gonna put her slightly above here. Actually, no, we're gonna put her here in difficulty. In terms of impact, do you have impact? As I said, it's a lot among junglers, but we're gonna put her B because you can control her, kinda. Actually, yeah, let's put her at A. And is it fun to play against Zoe? Not really. Not really. She benefits off of RNG. She benefits off of your teammates. She benefits off of her jungler. The matchup is not particularly fun. Who else do we have? Oh boy, oh boy. Kiana, S difficulty. Do you have impact? Not really. She beats you and outroams you. Is she fun? Not really. Yeah. Did we miss anything? Did we miss anything, chat? If you guys want me to fill in anyone. Okay, I see a lot of Talia. Let's do Talia just in case like she gets into meta. Maybe some time after this video goes out. Talia difficulty is mediocre. She's not particularly difficult. You should beat her as VEL'KOZ. Yeah, she kind of plays like TF. She's like a TF version 2. You beat her in a 1v1, she outroams you. Do you have impact? You should have impact, but she can always outroam you, so she goes into mid-tier. Is she fun to play against? She is, until she gets fed off of your teammates, so again, mid-tier. Let's do Nocturne. Nocturne can be popular as a mid lane. I don't know how to put Nocturne depends so much, though. Is he difficult? Not really, honestly. He's not difficult. Do you have impact? Not really. He's gonna start corrupting, he's just gonna like bash into waves. You can kill him maybe early game. But even still, he does Nocturne things. He one-shots your carry. Is he fun to play against? Not really. We did Lucian, we didn't miss Lucian, that's for sure. Brand and Swain, nobody plays Brand. I haven't seen Brand mid in like 4 years. I'm not doing that. Yi Funnel. Do you guys want me to add? Okay, let's add Taric as a... I'll put Taric in, but that's gonna represent Taric plus Master Yi in the jungle, because they're gonna kind of duo. So let's put that in. We're gonna add Taric as like kind of placeholder. So yeah. Is Funnel difficult to play against? Not really, but since mistakes are extremely exaggerated, we're just gonna put it a little bit here. I would usually put it here. But mistakes are very exaggerated, so you need to play flawless. Okay? Do you have impact versus Funnel? Surprisingly enough, VEL'KOZ has pretty good impact against Funnel. He has ridiculously good impact. Actually, he might even have this impact versus Funnel. Because I'm going to put it down a peg. Because like if he gets 1 kill off of your bot lane, like it can throw the entire game off. But you do have really good impact against Funnel. It's not Veigar level though. And we're going to put it in terms of fun. I enjoy it until they get fed off my teammates. So again, goes to that point. No, nobody plays Nidalee mid. We ain't doing that. Wukong is actual mid pick. I don't want to do Wukong because I know what his nerf is. Wukong is cancerous. He's horribly broken right now. He just faced some changes and he's going to get changed again. And knowing right is going to get changed after that. So I'm not going to go into Wukong. Just consider him horribly difficult broken. He should be banned. We can do general tips. I can do it like this, okay? I can put annotations around S tier. This is how it would look like in Excel when I would do it, or like Google Docs. So around S tier, annotation would be literally don't die, never try to fight them. That would be like the annotation for S. So S tier, you get rewarded for not trying to kill him. That's just how the matchup works. You shouldn't try to kill him in S tier, because you'll lose. In general, unless they're like really stupid. Okay? And then you would like try to go work every single one. Ella says VEL'KOZ is a Syndra counterpick. In competitive, yes. Because in competitive, you're going to run cleanse, you're never going to die, you're fine. Okay? That's it. You're never going to die, you outscale, especially if you go glacial. In solo queue, she goes super ham aggressive early, which she should. She tries to kill you. You don't have support in solo queue because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody will punish her. If she gets evaded, she gets ahead, she one-shots. She's pretty strong in general with like one stun kills you. So it works slightly differently for solo. This is, if I didn't mention, this is for solo queue because it would definitely be different for competitive. VEL'KOZ does beat Syndra. VEL'KOZ, we can even peg her down. We can even actually put her a little bit down in difficulty. She's not like that difficult, actually. She's not that difficult. You're right. She's not that difficult. I want to do it like I want to do up here like diff graph for VEL'KOZ, maybe VEL'KOZ icon, and then do like difficulty, impact, fun written above them, you know? So I'm gonna post these on Discord. Is that cool? I'll post these 3 on Discord, and then you guys like can maybe compile something and put it on like Discord art or whatever. You know, is that cool? And it's gonna be on my Discord if you want to download it. I might even put it in the description of this video, so you guys can watch this and cross-reference whatever you want to know at any moment. So I think it's quite interesting, and it's more unique as a strategy than to just like measure difficulty, because it's very simplistic to just go into difficulty. This provides us with a lot more knowledge, multivariate analysis, 3 dimensions of a matchup. There we go. The diff graph is complete. We can have that. We can like have it once someone compile it. We can have that picture like up in a cloud on like Imager or wherever. So we can also link it through chat. We can link it in the. We can embed it on the guide. We can put it on Discord. We can go over. Yeah, we can have the diff command for sure.